Okay. I don't know if you guys can tell, but right there is a nest of something. Every time I go out to the chickens, you hear it? Every time I go out to the chickens, I hear it. So one time I saw running through that branch, I think it was right there. I looked right up and it looked like it was a giant rat, like it was two of them. It's too big to be a squirrel, too small to be a raccoon. And I saw it once, so I have my headlamp on by Vaunt, which I'll tell you guys about it later. They sent that to us, but every time I go out, because now it's so dark, our light doesn't show up. Our solar light doesn't show up anymore, which is right there. This time of year, I don't know if you could see it. Thought I saw something, but this time of year you don't really get a lot of sunlight, so the solar light doesn't charge, doesn't shine back here. So having this headlamp is really important. But anyhow, you can kind of see this is it on bright, this is dim, and that pulsates. But to give you an idea, it shines. I can see that fence. The fence is probably like 20 feet away, easy. On dim, it's very close. You can still see kind of far. That's like 10 feet. So 10 feet you can see very well. But right there, you can see a lot. It's really bright. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not a raccoon. Raccoons do live in trees, obviously, and they've been hanging out here. It could have been a possum. It could have been two possums, but they look fairly large and could have been, and I have seen possums walk across here. I haven't seen them in a while, but I hope it's definitely not a rat. Okay, so it's fairly dark now. Thought I'd show you guys the lantern while I'm at it. I'm going to try to do this with two hands to just give you an idea how bright it can be. Pull down on it, and there it is. It's fairly bright. So you can see all the way out that way without any problem. It's pretty close. I'd say if you hold it down, you can easily walk to the bathroom at a campsite or something pretty easily. It's not going to give you a lot of distance. I mean, I can see all the way to the fence, which is like 15 feet, but you can't really see right there at the edge of the fence very well. Right here, you can see amazingly. Right there, not as much. To give you a little bit of an idea, so 5 feet in front of you, not a problem. Anything beyond that, it's not going to be as bright, but you can see all around you a good 5 feet or so. Okay, I first want to thank the folks at Vaunt. They sent us this actual headlamp and this camping lantern, as they call it. And these are very, very bright. I mean, to be honest with you, the lantern comes in like a 2-pack, which is what you see here. And they're LED, both of them. They're pretty bright. So when I went outside, every time I go out to lock the chickens up, I actually put these on. I mean, they're pretty bright. They actually have different modes. So when you turn them on, I mean, this is kind of like a red mode. I hope it doesn't shine too bright. I'm going to do this. Then it does that. Or you can turn it on with this shows up as blue, but it's actually white, and that's dim. So that was high, dim, and then pulsating. So I don't want to do it too long because I know there are going to be some people who might be sensitive to light motion and things like that. Okay, and then for the lighter, I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but let me try to do this with one hand. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can. You pull up on it and it gives you an idea how bright that is. So basically there's two that come in a pack. I'm going to give you guys a link down below. And like I said, you get two of these. They say it's for camping, but you can use these for walking around outside at night. Even though I'm in the city, we still have things like raccoons and tree rats and different things like that that could be a problem. So anyhow, this is perfect for hiking, camping, going outside at night, if the power goes out, that type of thing. So yeah, not bad at all. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. It's going to be kind of short. Yeah, the reason why I got to take the dog out, he's whining. But the reason why I think it was a rat is because it squeaked. Like, I have seen rats. We have chickens, and it's right above the chicken coop. And so obviously, hold on a second. Let me close the door. Okay, so the dog and the cat were both in on whining. But anyway, the reason why I think that it is a tree rats is because rats basically like to hang out around chickens as well as possums, but definitely rats. And they're nocturnal. As soon as it's dark, you hear that. You hear things rustling through, and typically squirrels are going to be hidden. Squirrels live back there. I've seen in that tree, those it's a cluster of trees. I've seen squirrels, raccoons, and possums for sure. And of course, birds and stuff. But there's no birds that's making that. This is something that's on four legs and it has a tail for sure. I looked up and I saw two of them just scurrying across a branch. So I'm thinking that it is definitely either a rat family or a group of possums. I don't think it's a raccoon. It's just too small and it's not fuzzy like that. Um, these have the body of rats or very small possums. Possums can be kind of small, but again, the fur didn't stand out. Like when you looked up, of course, it was dark, and I didn't have my headlamp. You know, like I showed you the Vaunt headlamp, I didn't have that. So I don't really know. It looked like it didn't have a lot of fur, but it could be a group of rats or possums. I have seen rats on the ground out there during the day because I mean obviously there's grain and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a little bit of a concern. And I have seen possums. Obviously, you guys know about that, and raccoons obviously because they've destroyed the coop before. But someone's coming. Anyhow, okay. Anyway, sorry about the ending. You you guys are probably asking what ending, but yeah, I had to cut it out because excuse me, right as I was getting towards the end of this video, the well was coming through the front door, so the alarm was going off and just constantly just bing, 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 bing. Typically, it does it twice and that's it, but she was taking a long time getting in because she had stuff in her arms, and I didn't know that. But anyhow, yeah, it kept going on and on and on. So I know it's going to be super loud, so I had to cut that out of the video. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I like Vaunt, to be honest with you. The headlamp and the lantern, as you saw, are pretty good, especially going out in a dark area. Some people live in a rural part of the country, like my mom used to. I mean, my mom, she's no longer alive, but where she is, her home is just pitch black because it's in the country. So if you had to go out to like the mailbox, or if you needed to go to take the trash outside or whatever, like there's nothing. So having that headlamp is great because you don't have to hold a lamp or anything like that, or a what's it called, flashlight. And then the lantern is really awesome too because if you need something to just sit down on a flat surface or something like that and work close up, it's great because it's, I mean, the light is shining right there. The headlamp gives you a good view if you're like walking, obviously. The lantern's not bad. I mean, it helps you with that, but I would prefer having my hands free and being able to walk. When I go to Haiti, I'm going to take that headlamp because it's dark in many places, and that gives you a huge viewpoint. But anyhow, enough of that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. The link will be down in the description box below. Be sure to check them out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.